Sarvebhyo Namaha. Majority of the people are aware of the philosophical literature in Sanskrit or the spiritual kind of literature in Sanskrit. But there are not many who know about this genre of Sanskrit literature which is called Chitra Kavyas. So it is something like linguistic acrobatics and it is often translated as wonder poetry in English. So these are basically tricky kind of poetic creations that are based on the play of words or the play of language, and they often leave readers flabbergasted. I came across these creations for the very first time in this book, The Wonder That Is Sanskrit. This is an incredible book and it gives us an insightful view about several aspects of this profound language which is Sanskritam. So, let me take you through some of these unbelievable creations and get ready to be fascinated.
कः खगौ घाङ्गचिच्छौजा झान्त्न्यो टौठीडडण्ढणः तथोदधीन् पफर्बाभिर्मयोरिल्वा शिशांसः. So, this is a shloka praising a king named Maya. And can you guess what's so special about this? So, the striking feature of this shloka is that here all the 33 consonants in Sanskrit from Ka to Ha appear in the exact same sequence as they are found in the Sanskrit alphabet, the Sanskrit Varnamala. So you see, Kah Khagau Ghanga, Ka Khaga Ghanga, Chit Chauja Jhantnyo, Cha Cha Ja Jhanya, Tauthi Dadan Dhanaha, Ta Tha Da Dharna, Tatho Dadhin, Ta Tha Da Dhana, Paphar Ba Bhirma, Pa Pha Ba Bhama, Yorilva Shisham Sahaha, Yaralava Sharsha Saha. I have deliberately not dissolved the sandhis here. This is quoted in Saraswati Kanthabharanam and the exact meaning of the verse goes, who is he, the lover of birds, pure in intelligence, expert in stealing the strength of others, leader among the destroyers of the enemies, the steadfast, the fearless, the one who filled the ocean. He is the King Maya, the repository of the blessings that can destroy the foes. Isn't it fascinating? You see, this carries meaning, so it is not just a mere meaningless arrangement of letters. The words used are so apt that this arrangement has been achieved. Just to give you an example, the first letter of the alphabet is Ka, and therefore the verse also begins with Ka. It begins with the word Kaha, which means who. The next word used is Khaga. Khaga means a bird. Now there are many words for a bird in Sanskrit, but Khaga is chosen intentionally because in the word Khaga, the letter Ga follows Kha, just as it does in the alphabet. Thus, within a single line, we get Ka, Kha and Ga one after the other. The entire verse has been composed in this manner.
We all know different letters in the alphabet make up words. But did you ever imagine an entire verse being created using letters in the alphabet without changing their natural order? This was just one example, and now this is going to be a series of astonishing Sanskrit shlokas. And with every verse, with every shloka, your admiration for Sanskrit will continue to grow. Dhanyavadaha. Namo Namaha.